Everybody, Andy here again. Yes, I'm still on holiday, still up here in the Alpujarras hills and with the mountains behind me, and made a little trek up here, and it's a really nice place. This, really like it up here. And I've actually got my son with me, look. There he is. And he's just reliably informed me that, because what happened was, so we were out here for the first week with just myself, my wife and my daughter, and then my son came out and forego a holiday in Las Vegas, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. Gave up that to come out here. So.
Hopefully that's been worth it. But it's been great to have all four of us here for at least 1 week, and I thought I'd bring him up here and show him up this. And we've been sitting around here looking at the views and everything. It's pretty amazing. But I was just saying, apparently we're about 2,200 feet, wasn't it?
Yeah, about that. Yeah.
About 2,200. There aren't that many places in the UK that are actually that high, and we're by no means, as you've probably seen, with the hills and that behind me, especially either side, whether behind me this way, or if I turn around towards the sort of Sierra Nevada area, you can see the hills and the mountains behind me there. And there's still quite a few feet to go, and I know the hills in front of me are about 5,000 feet. And as we were saying, there aren't many places in the British Isles. Well, nothing in the British Isles is as high as that. That sort of makes you realise how the scenery and what it's like. But one of the aspects I've been thinking about, actually, and I was just saying to my son, that this holiday has been different in lots of ways, because in past years, apart from last year, in past years when I've come out on holiday, there's always, as most people get, is that, oh God, I've got to go back to bloody work or whatever it is. And you're dreading the end of the holiday, and by the first week you're having a great time, and then after the first week's gone and you're starting already counting down to when you've got to go home and when you've got to go back to work, and it all starts to unravel a bit. But last year was a weird one, because I was in that sort of limbo land of not knowing where I was, and it was a bit strange, and thinking things through and then going home and wondering what was going to happen. But this year I haven't got that. I was just saying to Ben that it's this year I'm okay. I'd much rather be here. I'd love to stay here for as long as I possibly could, but I don't mind about going home. And that's, I can honestly say, that's probably the first time that I've ever had that sort of experience with a holiday, because I don't mind what I'm going back to. I've got work, yes, I do it. Yes, I'd love some more money, if you want to give me some. But apart from that, I've got things to look forward to that I want to do and get stuck into, and other things that I'm doing and work that I'm doing, which in some ways I could turn around and say, no, I'm not doing that. Not a far better situation to what I've been into before. So that's quite nice, actually, and a sudden realisation while I've been here, that sort of hit me and thought, hey, actually I don't mind going home for once. Yes, as I said, I'd much rather be standing up here looking at this amazing view, and for hours on end and for weeks on end. And I'll be saying to the people who own the property, I'd love to come back at different times of the year. And we were just saying here, standing up here looking at the hills around us, it'd be great to come here even in the winter time and seeing how far the snow comes down, just looking at the scenery, taking loads of photographs. But in the middle of the day, or it's about 10 o'clock in summer, isn't the best light for photography, and that it still looks pretty stunning, especially with the hint of clouds which have been coming in today, because yesterday apparently was the hottest day on record here. It's hard to believe, isn't it? Southern Spain, and it's the hottest day on record, and the temperature was absolutely mind-blowing yesterday afternoon. I have no idea what it was, but it was so hot in the afternoon, late afternoon, and in the evening it was stifling, and I think it's just bubbled up all these like light clouds. It's all burning off now, but it looked pretty amazing as it was coming up. So there you go, only a couple more days here, but I don't mind. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my holiday and then go home and enjoy the rest of my life, and hopefully come out here again in the future. So there you go. Anyway, thanks for your time. I'll speak to you again soon. Goodbye.